Hey guys, reading time. How is everyone? Happy Monday. Alrighty. Again, sorry for the racket. Doing laundry, still doing laundry. I'm actually gonna have to do like a post about this because I will be absent for about 10 days because I'm going on a trip with my daughter for her 15th birthday, but I won't be able to do any readings during that time, but I will have another, video of that a little, closer to the date. But for this beautiful collective, feeling maybe you guys could be feeling a little bit disconnected right now. You could feel like maybe your intuition is off. Well, not that your intuition is off, but that you feel disconnected, like something is happening, but you don't know what it is, and maybe kind of like I'm feeling that have my angels like abandoned me, but not that you feel like they've abandoned you. I hope that right collective gets what I'm trying to say. I feel like you feel a little bit disconnected from the astrals right now, even though your intuition tells you certain things and you're right about it, but feel there's a beautiful transition on self-empowerment, and I kept hearing I choose myself. But let's go ahead and get your energy, get what your focus is currently. I'm gonna get these and then we will break it down. All right, so this collective, what is currently going on with this collective? What's happening with this collective currently? First one to go up is literally the first one that was the other way around was Mercury retrograde. So anything that has had issues with communications could be arising right now, or you've had, why am I hearing you could have just heard from, also you could feel like maybe everything that in your life is under review. It kind of like makes sense with that feeling disconnected, but you could have certain electronic issues or even car issues. But yeah, I feel fire sign. The only two ones are having to do with communication and action at the same time. It could be that maybe this person or whoever is on your mind is a fire sign. You could be a fire sign, but this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but also something that maybe, and I did hear, maybe you just did receive communication like a couple of days ago, because fire in tarot is days as well. We have cycles. So again, this collective, this is about fate, karma, something ending, something beginning, and communicate on the bottom. I feel like maybe this collective you've received communication, but we'll confirm. Could have been a fire sign, but someone you had a honeymoon phase with, short-lived romance. So which means this, and with the cycles, it's been, for this collective, you've gone in this roundabout many times with this person. It's making more sense in my mind now with what I said before, that I feel like you did get communication with this days, and because of the energy around this collective having to do with cycles. So you could be going over certain cycles that you've gone through with this person, or I'm hearing that you could have been like, am I going to repeat the same cycle again? But you got honeymoon and vacation. You could be going on a trip as well, or there's a trip around you, or this person could be going on a trip, but this is about you will be traveling soon. Okay, I want to just, hold on. I want to see what's going on with the person, what's currently going on in your connection, but I want to see where your connection is currently right now, because I was really hearing that maybe you just did receive communication. So let's see, universally, what's going on with this connection? What is happening in this connection currently? So receiving, I feel like you received communication. This is about receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure, issues through the separation, but ascending. I feel this collective, you've just gone through communication with this person. There's a reason why I'm saying don't make that part fit, just because of, again, this part of the cycles that I'm seeing. I feel like this collective, you guys are going over all the cycles that you had with this person, and kind of like you revealing yourself. Am I going to be repeating the same story again? Will this be repeated again is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's see this boat. Healing heart. So healing from a heartbreak, freedom from a toxic relationship or addiction, also addictive thought pattern. They could have just separated with someone as well, as I'm hearing. Separation, the glasses, removal of those rose-colored glasses. But also it could be that through the separation, this person was watching you, stalking you. This is also about that perception. Sending. Healthier choices, confirmation. Again, there's a reason why I say everything. Do not make it fit. All right, so this collective, you've received communication within days from now. You have been going over the cycles that you've gone through with this person who you've had a short-lived romance with. It's coming to my mind, it's kind of like, will this be a short, and also there's something about a vacation that you will be traveling soon. Maybe that's also something that is not weighing you down, but it's kind of like your main focus right now. With what's going on with the connection, this is making more sense. What I said before, I feel, and it's making sense what the initial message, I choose myself. You know, there's this big empowerment happening within this collective, even though you don't feel it that way right now. This sailboat progression arriving, having to do with you healing your heart, having to do with you going through more healing. Through the separation, this person could have been watching you, but also through the separation, you change your perception about this. You maybe you were in the past very focused in this, and now you're trying to change that perception into, you know what, I need to focus on myself again, conforming even more my initial message. I feel like you are ascending through the healthier choices you are making. Again, changing that perception, you know, releasing that mental anxiety, that mental addiction. I feel like that's where you're having that progression as well, you know, having to do with your mental stability, your mental peace is what I'm hearing. I feel like you're ascending and transcending the obstacles by focusing on your healthier choices, releasing what no longer serves you, releasing that negative thought pattern, releasing, you know, through boundaries, certain connections. It's coming to my mind, which means this collective, don't worry about if you're going to be repeating the same cycle. These collective, you won't. I don't feel like you will. Talking and heartbroken. So I do feel like, again, I feel like maybe this person could be a little bit heartbroken. Why do I feel like you guys were like, you know, you guys could have been one of my collectives that I said that this person would be coming during Mercury retrograde, and you would be the ones shutting them down or rejecting, you know, really. All right, let's confirm Mercury retrograde and these, and then we'll break it down. Mercury retrograde. So someone taking a chance. You know, you guys know what I say about this. This isn't only about, you know, having financial issues or addiction or gambling issues. This for me sometimes is, you know, taking that risk. I feel that during this Mercury retrograde, this person took a risk. But also what I am feeling with this Mercury retrograde, because this is having to do with being under review before receiving those toppings, I feel like there are certain things having to do with that mental addiction, again, those healthier choices, and that healing heart energy, the progression having to do with healing your heart, where for this collective, I feel like most of the agony is having to do with, you know, what you're feeling, but then your mind takes over and it's like it tries to make sense of what you're feeling and really puts you in that loop, in that cycle. I feel like you're reviewing kind of like, what is addictive in my life, what is resurfacing in my, what is coming around again and putting me in this review period every cycle over and over again, confirmation to what I said, literally what I said in the beginning. I feel like maybe they've confessed something, and that's why maybe you were like, but you did get communicate, but it could have been like both. You know, they've communicated certain things in their life, or certain things that they wanted to, having to do with the relationship, but also certain confession could have arisen in this conversation. Fire sign. I feel like anyways, I do feel like they took a chance here. And also, it could be that for this collective, you guys could be that collective who thinks that whenever something comes during Mercury retrograde, it is not the time to take that chance. It is not the time to put yourself in that mental agony or to gamble away, you know, all of your hard work, taking, you know, one step. I don't want to take one step forward and then 10 steps back is what is coming to my mind with that. Do not make it fit. Fire sign. Confirmation. Confirmation. You have had a confession a couple of days ago from, it could be a fire sign. Someone has something to tell you with a lot of having to do with certain emotions is what I'm hearing. But you could be a fire water pairing. Cycles. You're cautious about it. Am I going to repeat the same cycle? Is this again going to lead into a short-lived romance where then again I have to go into that healing mode? Am I going to just let this go? It's coming everything I say is for a reason, and this is about don't overwork yourself. Don't overwork yourself about your cycles. You're learning from them. You're paying attention in them, so you won't repeat it is what I feel. You know what I mean? First is the awareness. If you're aware of your cycles, then you're paying attention to see how to change them. Honeymoon, patience. So this could have been, you know, could have been a long journey. Let's get how long it's been since the initial connection. I'm hearing years, but I'm hearing 3 or 4. 4 actually. How long since the initial connection with the person on this collective's mind? 1? I wasn't really hearing 1. 1 to 6. It's not really saying anything. Let's get another dice. Hold on. How long since the initial connection with the person on this collective's mind? Okay, we'll go with 2. Maybe I'm not one to say. Vacation, water sign. You could be going on a vacation with a water sign, but I feel like this vacation. But I also feel like with this water, because water is emotion, I'm seeing this as you're really focused on your vacation or a certain trip that you're about to have, and it's kind of like emotionally charging you. Like you're very excited about it is what I'm hearing with that. I want to get another one for fire sign and confession. Figuring themselves out, confirmation. That's the confession. So this collective, it could have been that maybe a couple of this collective haven't had the communication, but I feel like for the right collective, there has been communication in which this person has confessed their feelings towards you and how they're feeling about it and how they're figuring themselves out about it. Don't make it fit. Alrighty. Let's just quickly confirm that with these. Let's confirm that with these. Hold on, I want to mix these. I want to confirm that first part with these. Literally changing through healing. Stop. Stop. I'm going to do this. Alright, we have destiny on the bottom and clearing and healing out karma. Alright. Let's see, let's confirm that first deck, please. This collective. There's that confession. Could have been part of what they were wanting to do, reunite with you, transforming. There it is again. Confirmation. Going through the cycles. Alrighty. DNA upgrade, confirmation, that ascending sign. All right, so we have right person, wrong time, reunion. That could have been something that you guys would have spoken about. But also what has been under review is the fact that what has been under review is when will be the right time. Confirmation, literally. I feel like the confession had to do with this reunion. You've been transforming through these cycles as well. You know, again, there's a reason why you're questioning yourself if, you know, if this is something that is finally going to evolve or if it's something that you're finally going to break free from. We had age gap and third eye chakra. So your intuition, mediation, trust. I feel like maybe this collective, you've been trying to trust in this journey, but I'm seeing that short-lived romance. You know, that that honeymoon phase, but you're upgrading through it. Confirmation. You're upgrading through this. This person could have an age gap with you. You could be a little older, or this person could be a little older. Hold on, let's see how old. Not these. Let's see what's the age gap in this collective with the person on their mind. 9 years. You guys could be 9 years apart. And also, what I was hearing, maybe, you know, because, and it's been happening in my collectives lately, like I've been having not only divine masculines, but divine feminines viewing the same reading, and it would resonate with both of them. So I feel like maybe, you know, both of my collectives are watching again. All right, let's confirm right person, wrong time. Oh. I'm seeing that as you choosing yourself. You're finding inspiration within yourself. There's that spying. All right, reunion. Whoa, so confirmation. Cycles and psychic abilities. Reunion cycles, confirmation to what I said before. This collective, you could have gone through the reunion part over and over again several times with this person. There's something having to do with your psychic abilities that maybe, and again, confirmation with that third eye chakra. Something having to do with your psychic abilities and your inner knowing and your magic that is activating this again. Again, I'm seeing with this collective, you know, I choose myself. Is what I was hearing here. In this cycle, you're not choosing that reunion, you're choosing yourself. That's what I was seeing. Transformation. You're choosing yourself. Sign. You seeing yourself as home. DNA upgrade. Stop it. Healing yourself. Healthier choices. Confirmation with that black deck. Do not make this fit. Do not make it fit. You're trying to let go and focus on divine timing. Third eye age gap, inner child healing. You knew it had to happen to be able to heal this out. But also, maybe you feel like, even though there is depth of emotion, I feel like you know that maybe they still need to go through healing. That maturation emotionally is what I'm feeling. Because this it could, like, we do have an age gap, but this could also, you know, and if there's an age gap, clearly there is some maturation that they're needing. You cannot put life experience into someone else's life. They need to go through it. They need to burn themselves to learn themselves. Confirmation. Let's get one last one. And that was, I was feeling with that fire sign as well. Maybe certain intensity, passion-wise, has been arisen in you. And I put that over that transformation in home. It's like this collective, you're not taking the bait with that. You haven't given into that moment of bliss. You haven't given in to the magnetic pull is what I'm feeling. Do not make that fit. Just because of how it's literally the intensity, even though if it's intense, you're transforming it and you're finding your way home. You're finding your inner strength. Do not make it fit. Alrighty. And for the people who haven't had communication, maybe this is a reading for you to stay in that strength and not give in to that moment of bliss. All right, I want to get into this person. I want to see what's going on with them, what's currently on their mind, what's currently in their energy, what their main focus is right now, just to confirm what we had earlier of that communication and confession. And then we'll keep on going. I want to first see. Let's see. Okay, let's get these and let's see their main focus right now. What is this? The person on this collective's mind, main focus right now. What are they focused on currently focusing on? Wow, passion. There's that intensity. There's something that is igniting their passion within. But we have passion, insane chemistry, liking each other equally, wanting to have fun, heart with a key. So this is about welcoming love, the one getting, I feel like maybe they feel the time is aligning right now. I feel that intuitively that they feel the time is aligning with this right now. But there it is. Certain boundaries have been put into place, confirmation. They're feeling like it's not enough right now. The passion is not enough. This is about also self-sabotage, jealousy issues, frustration in a relationship. I feel like this collective, you shut this person down and now they're lacking confidence is what I'm hearing. But still, Paradise, they see you as, you know, they're not their be-all and end-all, but their happiness, their expansion, their joy. I feel like maybe this person is going over just certain playfulness that you guys had. It could be that maybe they're trying to focus on their oneness, but I'm seeing this more as maybe they see your oneness, your home energy. Mirror! Mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflecting your wounds and introspection. They could be going through introspection. Again, do not make it fit. I am intuitively feeling this collective. You had communication where this person confessed their feelings or certain blocks that they felt like they had, having to do with, you know, the cycles, having to do with maybe also the ignition that they had within themselves passion-wise. Feel this person is going through another cycle again in, you know, maybe approaching you, and because you are not meeting that expectation that they had, because many times before in other cycles you met that expectation that they had of you guys giving into that temptation, that magnetic pull of you guys being passionate together. It's coming to my mind for a reason. This person is going over what they're needing to reflect on. What is it that is not bringing me to this? Wow. The dragonfly. This is about being lighthearted, finding things out, things coming to light, adapting, changing, and healing. This is good. I'm intuitively going to put that under that passion. And they got the boat also. So by you putting up that boundary, by you putting up that limit, they are starting to reflect. Very good. Heart with a key. I feel like they're consumed by you though now. It's like they can't understand why did they say no is what I'm hearing. Like what? Heart with a key, runner. Why did they run? Why did they run that self-reflection? If I'm wanting to open my heart, if I'm wanting to let love in, if I found the one, literally welcoming, meeting the one, passion energy, why am I running? What is it that I'm running from? What is this fear of intimacy that I'm having? Why am I still listening to my ego? I want one more for that because I feel like they're ascending that. Confirmation, receiving the progression, confirmation. Why am I running from this? Moving on, closure issues. Sign, not enough. Replaying events over in their head, but this is about outdated thinking. They're needing to change their mind frame. Where you guys have changed your mind frame, the perception. Focusing on healthier choices instead of focusing on, you know, when is this coming in? Why that mental anxiety? But they're replaying a lot of events in their head having to do with why they didn't feel enough now. And I feel like it's been ignited more so because you've rejected this person. Don't make it fake, guys. Paradise. How my paradise just broke my heart. The breakup, the separation, but wanting to stop the pattern. They feel abandoned by you right now. You could be, but they're ascending. I did see my ascending card, and I was about to confirm with the mirrors. I feel like, again, they're going into self-reflection because of the action you had towards them, or the non-action, actually. Mirrors. Mirror. That you get, and you know what, I feel like they think that you guys are wearing a mask, but them not showing their true feelings, how they maybe feel a little bit gaslighted now. It's kind of like, oh crap, I'm sorry, my candle literally just blew away, and the wax got on my bell. Distraction. But mirroring, I feel like they feel like you guys are mirroring the fact that you're not showing your true feelings with this person. The fact that you're hiding or pretending like everything is all right, maybe. I feel like they're going through kind of like a little bit of denial of, you know, does this person no longer love me, is what I'm hearing. I literally am hearing that. I'm seeing from that love pop deck, you know, you told me you love me and you would never leave me. Why did you abandon me kind of energy? It makes sense with this abandonment and that paradise. Who I thought was my paradise, my happiness, just abandoned me. They just said no. But again, there's that ascension because they're reflecting. Learning, expansion, new phase, transcending obstacles. I feel like you guys are transcending obstacles. Let's get one more. There's stability. Feel like they're going through certain flexibility that maybe they needed to, you know, start having. Not being so rigid. Not being so black and white is what I'm seeing. You guys got soulmates. So this person definitely feels like you guys have a soul tie, soul connection. Girl or boy, divines, you got this person hooked. This person is consumed by you right now, but because you put that boundary, they're focused. They are consumed. All right, I want to see from a higher self perspective what's going on with them. And then I'm going to get, with my SJ oracles, how they're currently genuinely feeling towards you. And then I want to get their emotions. Because I feel like I'm feeling a couple of negative emotions right now. But because they're reflecting on themselves. All right. Higher self perspective. Disconnection. Higher self. Karmic ties. I'm feeling karmic ties number 10, 10, completion on the way, by the way. I'm feeling controlled by people around me and I don't like it. It's pushing me to find my power again. And you know what? With this rejection that you guys had towards them, they're feeling out of control. So I feel like that's igniting that within them as well. There's a lesson. Fine. So their highest self is telling them, you know what, this happened because you're something that you're needing to learn. There's the lesson to be learned from this. Communication, 7. I'll contact you when I'm able to. Right now my life is too complicated to bring you into it, but know that I do want to talk with you. Let me get one more for that, because I felt like there was communication already. I've been giving my power away to people in my life. I'm learning to set boundaries. I feel like that's what happened in that communication, but I'm not saying that this collective, you've ghosted them, but I feel like this person feels ghosted right now. I'm feeling that intuitively. Oh, you are my true love and my soul. That paradise energy. There it is. It's literally on the same side, on the same like row. But you are my true love, my heart and my soul. That paradise energy. And karmic ties. I'm struggling with codependency. I'm afraid to let go of my old coping mechanism. That mask. There it is. Mirroring the mask. They feel like you're mirroring it. But I feel like, if anything, they are being mirrored a lot of masked energy, making them reflect as well. But since you guys weren't wearing a mask when you had this conversation, it's kind of like, you know, their brain is kind of like trying to play tricks. I feel like trying to play tricks on them, in the sense that, you know, it's oh no, but they wanted you before, why don't they want you now? They're just trying to be, they're just trying to act like they're happily single and stuff. It's coming to my mind for a reason. But important dates: 5th of the 10th, 10th of the 5th, and we're a month away from May, by the way. 7th of the 4th, 4th of the 7th, 7th of the 7th, portal energy. Also, you could be seeing 77 a lot. Look, it's on your side. 4th of the 2nd, 2nd of the 4th. So under 1010, literally, karmic ties and communication. 1010, sign. Oh, and there's that spy energy. So they're feeling controlled. So whatever they can control has to do with they're watching you on social media and the internet. It's their way of staying close and finding out more about you. Messages of trust. Whoa, those are way too many, but I'm gonna have to read them. Another communication. Hold on. And patterns. Do I have another one? Another one that flew out? No. Okay. All right, so we have under there's a lesson to be learned from this. The lessons are having to do with communication. Words have hurt me in the past, and that's why I fear talking to you. So that's number 8, that communications one. So what are they reflecting on? Having to do with why they didn't communicate in the best way in the past. You know, what's the lesson? They're needing to better their communication skills. They're needing to they're needing to release the fear of that abandonment is what I'm seeing here. Here, triggers, literally patterns. I'm triggered. An old pattern has surfaced and it hurts. That abandonment is what I'm feeling. So literally the lessons that they're needing to learn is having to do with communication and fear, releasing the fear and just trusting, and having to do with their masked energy, that patterns. There's a reason why they're reflecting on their masked energy. I feel like they've been bombarded by their awareness of their mask, and it's kind of like overwhelming them is what I hear. And also having to do with odious opinions. Don't listen to other people. Trust yourself to know the truth. Maybe they're starting to learn that they're not supposed to talk about this connection. Maybe they after this communication they didn't even want to talk about this conversation with other friends, because maybe they're feeling abandoned, or they're feeling a little bit powerless is what I'm hearing. Communication, union. So this is about contacting you and them. There's certain people that they've given their power to, and they're learning the boundaries. Union is an energy, not a physical construct. Even when we aren't together, I feel our union. I'm seeing this as they're holding on to your guys' union, just to be able to transcend these obstacles, having to do with that communication and wanting to talk to you, and having to do with setting those boundaries. So they could be really fighting themselves on contacting you. They could be really fighting that magnetic pull into contacting you again after that ghosting that this collective maybe could have had. I'm not feeling like, I'm saying ghosting as ghosting, but I don't feel like you guys ghosted. I feel like you guys literally spoke your truth, put the boundary, and removed yourself. Don't make it fit. Union, there's a lot of 9s here as well. You could be a 9. Couple wise, like connection wise. And 44, divine masculine energy. Stop. So under you are my true love, my heart and my soul patterns, my inner child. There's that inner child wounds confirmation. That age gap and that third eye chakra. This collective, they're needing to heal more. They're needing to release certain burdens. They're needing to heal out inner child wounds. My inner child was wounded when my parents couldn't respond to me in the way that I needed. And also what is happening, they're feeling triggered with having, you not responded in the way that that they felt that you were going to respond because of past reunions or past cycles that you guys had. Don't make it fit. I am reacting from that wound, that abandonment. They felt abandoned by who? The person that they feel like they are their true love, their true heart, and their true soul. Confirmation to what I said with the black deck. Karmic ties. 4th of the 4th, also portal energy. 10th of the 10th could be. Oh wait, I have 2 here. Oh, we have 3. So karmic ties are struggling with codependency, but they're trying to focus on believing. So the universe brought us together for a reason. I'm discovering what these reasons are. Again, that mirroring their masked energy. Confirmation. Mission, reincarnating together to clear specific patterns from our ancestral. Confirmation with that mirror and that mask on that black deck. Another one, our hearts are connected. Take a moment to close your eyes and feel this connection. I feel like they are holding on to this, and they feel like maybe you are mirroring this aspect. Again, there's a reason why I said for this person with that mirror and that mask, I feel like they feel like you guys are, not really showing all of your cards, or not really showing your true feelings, or you're masking some sort of part of of the fact of this rejection. And again, I feel like this person is projecting. Because why? Because they didn't get their way. They didn't get what they expected they would get because of past moments where in this connection you guys would reunite and they would have that moment of bliss, for example. This is literally confirming that whole part. And they have to, again, another 9. You could be seeing 999 a lot. So you could be coming into a completion of a very big cycle. There's a reason why I said a very empowering cycle for this collective. But don't judge this, just surrender. I know it's triggering, but from a higher perspective, it's clearing energy and bringing us closer together. I don't feel this collective, you are triggered. If anything, I feel like you're disconnected from this. And there's a reason for it. This person is they're feeling all of their feels right now. They're going through the introspection, they're going through the abandonment, they're going through a lot of triggers and patterns that they have that they weren't dealing with in the past. I feel like the universe is literally blocking you from this, from feeling what this person is feeling for a reason. Because they're feeling a lot right now. I feel it's activating a dark night of the soul within them. Again, I'm sorry for my washer. Alrighty, let's get their true, genuine feelings towards you. Let's get this person on this collective's mind, true emotion. First one, and what did I say with those patterns, is addictions. I'm seeing this as an addictive thought pattern. And also, it could be, again, I did go through that magnetic pull energy. It could be that maybe they're getting certain, pulls to maybe take certain substances, or they're going over why in certain moments of the relationship with you guys, how they start to take certain substances to be able to numb. I feel like if anything, also certain addictions are not able to numb the emotions anymore. It's whatever they were doing, it's not working. Whatever they were doing to be able to numb their emotion, to just hide or mask their true feelings, it's not working, is what I'm feeling with that. Let's get one more for addictions, because I'm really feeling that part. Again, inner child healing, confirmation. I'm seeing that as that addictive thought pattern as well. All right, let's get their true genuine. And also, it could be that how that through every reunion, but there it is. They're wanting the union through every conversation that you guys had, how they would tend to go to certain addictions because they couldn't deal with it. Again, they're going through patterns. They're mirroring a lot of their inner wounds right now. Okay, genuine emotion towards this collective. Currently, genuine emotion towards this collective. There could be a karmic energy around them. Oh, they see you as a red bond. What did I say? Oh my god. Oh my god. What did I say? So there could be a certain karmic connection, but also karmic energy needing to be released. Maybe because of the rejection as well, they're going, what? Maybe they're karmic, maybe they're not a divine of mine, but I still feel like they are part of my red thread. Why do I still have this emotion? Why do I still have this ignition? Why, if I feel like this for this person, why do I feel like they're a karmic energy now? Or it could be that maybe there is a karmic connection in their life that maybe they're starting to see through the mask as well. What I said with that mask and that that mirroring. But they're going over that separation. And separation and Dark Night of the Soul is actually came out together. So I feel like there's this last separation, this last form of communication really ignited a lot of layers that they needed to work on and that they needed to release because of this. And I'm putting that these were the last two, so I'm really feeling that this makes sense. Maybe they want to get married with you again. Maybe they want to stabilize this with you, but maybe that karmic connection is married to them, and that's what they need to release. We'll confirm now. All right, let's get addictions. Let's confirm addictions. What are these addictions? Mental addictions, the abandonment. But even through this, they see you as unconditional love. Maybe you could be a very caring person. I'm seeing my Queen of Coins. But they're cleansing and clearing out. Why? Because they're aware now. Karmic connection on the same frequency. I feel like they are in a karmic connection now and they're on the same frequency with a karmic. I don't feel like maybe they see you guys as that karmic. Let's get one more. Yeah. I feel like there's something that they dreamt. They could have had a dream with you guys or with this person where they, you know, and usually when you dream about someone you're with or someone you actually have a connection with in the 3D, you're clearing out different timelines. So there's something that has to do with this karmic connection, but that they feel like they're on the same frequency with this karmic now, and they dreamt it. They like finally viewed it through their oracle within. But it's so crazy because can you guys see that number 8? For me, the 8, that infinite sign, is kind of like that karmic cycle, you know, the karma, the good karma. When you work through unconditional love and good karma, you receive good karma. When you don't learn your karmic lesson, you receive that karmic lesson. You know what I mean? It's coming to my mind. I feel like they dreamt that it had something to do with a karmic lesson here with this karmic connection that they know that they're needing to clear out. Married? Chaos. I feel like maybe they are married or at least committed with someone, but I feel like that's that chaos. They feel caged within, and that clear. I feel like this person is really clearing out. Let's get one more for chaos. Feel chaos because they love you, and also it could be that there's this chaos of wanting to reunite you guys, wanting to, you know, start this connection the right way. And they're feeling chaos within because now, since you guys shut that door, it's like, what do I do now? I thought this person would be with me forever. Red thread. My red thread ghosted me. Sign. Do not make it fit. This collective, and it's not the ghosted because we don't have, you know, putting up the boundaries here in this deck. I'm seeing that as what I said before. This collective, you spoke your truth, you put the boundaries, and you left. You're like, I'm done with this. Thank you, but no thank you. I see that we are not yet in that aligned in the sense to be able to, you know, don't make it fit. This collective, you rejected this person, and that's what's making them go over that introspection, and through that separation, through that rejection, they're going through that dark night of the soul. Separation. They could be getting a lot of signs of you, and maybe that's why also they're feeling that pull of wanting to contact you again. But they know that they can't yet because they don't feel ready. Let's get one more. Confirmation. Confirmation. They're wanting to act, but they don't feel ready. They're going through a lot. Confirmation. Let's get this. What is this dark night of the soul they're going through? The runner energy. They're removing the run. Stop it. Sign. Sign, sign, sign. The worst part, I feel like this collective, you don't want to know about this. Like, I finally released them. Why am I hearing this right now? I'm feeling that for you guys. Remember, I'm fine. That's how this is how they're feeling, genuinely feeling towards you, which means that it's a lot of reflection is what I feel, which is good. A lot of awareness coming to the table for them, which is very good. All right, let's get their emotions. Let's get what they're genuinely feeling emotionally. What is this person genuinely emotionally feeling towards this collective? It was amazing. I loved how that confirmed everything. Oh, there it is. So it's that wanted to come out and not come out at all, the happiness. I feel like because they're doubting now, because of that red thread and that ghosted. It's your behavior, it's your boundary that is actually making them reflect, but at the same time, it's giving them that fear. So it means they're not trusting totally in this journey. They're not trusting totally in the red thread, and it's something that they need to work through. Literally, the challenges that they've had with you since they've met you. It's maybe trying to understand that everything happens for a reason, that a friendship is there for that a friendship or a person is in their life for a reason. and that the challenge is the best way to learn. But I feel like if anything now, it's kind of like keeping them in a doom and gloom energy. I actually want to put these together because it came out together. I feel like that's what that adversity is going. I had so many challenges with this person. Why do I keep feeling this way? Why do I keep wanting them in my life? Why do I keep feeling that magnetic pull towards them? Again, questioning everything. This is good. This is good. So they're going through acceptance. This is good. You cannot learn until you accept that things need to change, or that until you accept that you cannot change everything. You're not in control of everything. There's that unconditional love. They have a lot of love for you. It's just the emotional maturity. And there it is. I knew it. I knew it. And I'm seeing my mask there. That mirroring the mask. They're blaming. It's like, oh no, they're gaslighting me now. Oh, because I did it to them, they're doing it to me. It's coming to my mind. But I will say, because I did say with that mirror as well, that introspection, I feel like they are going over, you know, trying to accept responsibility for their own well-being, for their own happiness, which it's a beautiful transition. Let's confirm adversity. But there is a little bit of blame still. Jealousy issues. And also I'm hearing this, why are they not accepting me now? I'm the same person. Babe. But of course, you can't put awareness into someone else without them going through that fire. So I do feel like maybe, and it's so crazy how this is talking about the different challenges. But also I feel like maybe they are a little bit jealous of how you've overcome this challenge with this person, you know, that friendship and that adversity, how you overcame it, and why they're not able to overcome it. Well, how could have they, literally, how could have they, you know, released me so, you know, effortlessly? Kind of like, just want to come into my mind. Acceptance. Literally that paradise, it's that palm tree. They know that it's that red thread bond. They know. They feel it. But it's still their ego that is tying them to, you know, not seeing that they are a limitless being. That they can manifest whatever they want. Again, they're needing to change their perspective. Love. They're trying to trust, which is good. They're trying to trust. And we did get that with the Oracle deck, you know, the Intuit Oracle deck. They're trying to trust, trying to accept everything in divine timing. But why? Because you guys, power projection, you're trying to accept everything in divine timing as well. If anything, you guys have accepted it. But, you know, it could be that sometimes it trickles in and it leaves your energy. But you've been focused on your purpose. And also, I feel like maybe this person, if you are someone who does Oracle and Tarot, you guys got psychic abilities, so I do believe that you guys do this. Whenever that card comes out, they could be learning from you in that sense, you know. Whenever that psychic abilities cards comes out, even when you guys are, when the universe, or when I just pull that SJ Oracle deck, I feel like it comes out because the universe is literally trying to show me this person does this. This person, you know, has this gift. Don't make it fit. I feel like maybe they're starting to see the purpose in their life. And also, again, how you transcended this obstacle through your purpose. Whoa. But they're trying to see that, oh, this is good. So in the blame, they're trying to see the lighter side of things, trying to be, you know, accepting responsibility for their own well-being. And trying to have empathy not only towards themselves but you as well. So again, the introspection of the blame of that mask energy is actually making them reflect on their behavior and how maybe they made you feel in the past. Because again, they kind of had a taste of their own medicine with your rejection. They're having empathy now. Sign. This is not bad. I thought, there it is, you guys. Your service is clearly helping this person. Sign. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. All right. I want to see how they're viewing the connection right now. How is this person viewing this connection? And then I want to get their true intentions. And then I want to get you guys universally what's happening. They feel neglected. Sign. Again, ghosted. They see it as ghosted, you guys see it as, and I see it as you guys put the boundaries up. But they're daydreaming about you. But also this neglected card talks about how they failed to give you what you needed. And now, again, how I said before, this person is going through introspection, going through that burning themselves to be able to learn that rejection that you guys put towards them. And it's like literally putting them into that. It's that empathy and that the blame and the empathy. Sign. Now they're going over how you failed to give them what they needed. But they're doing with empathy because they know that, they did the same thing. Through their mask, how they were dishonest, and how by lying in the relationship they ripped this connection apart. The disagreements that you had, maybe, or maybe how they disagree with what you with your choice right now. But I wish you understood how I feel, and it's like, you know what? Yes, this collective, you do. You just had one moment of rejection and now this, but they see you as destiny. So you see, it's like literally reflection on behavior and unworthy. That's it. That they're not enough. Now they feel like they're unworthy. You're a better person than I am. How you've transcended all of these obstacles with me, and how you're still on top, and how you look, I'm saying it for a reason, how you look like you're, in that empress glow and stuff. There's a reason why I'm saying this. But still, through all of this negativity, they still see you as destiny. And also, they are currently going through struggling and finding their way to the right path. Because of why? Their ego. Sign. Neglected. They were very absent in the connection. And now they feel your absence. And that's how they feel neglected. And also, this is, I feel a part of me is missing without you. So, through that neglect, they're feeling like you're pulling away. Dishonesty. But there it is. They're understand. I like this. This is about them seeing both sides of this. This I like. I feel like that's that acceptance and the trusting. I see that my behavior, reflecting the wounds, the mirroring the mask, my behavior, I understand it now. I understand where you're coming from, which is good. It's good. Chemistry is unreal. Still a lot of passion for this person, for you guys. Disagreements. They have unfinished business, but how they kept certain secrets. Sign. We still have things to resolve and discuss. I haven't told you everything. That's the confession as well. So again, it was still a confession, but they have to transform it into communicate. You guys are in disagreement because you guys are wanting honesty. You guys are wanting to be able to lead with honesty, not with dishonesty. This is something that this person is going over and understanding. So of course they're going to go over the fact that certain disagreements had to do with the secrets and dishonesty, but you guys still have certain unfinished business. There's still some things that you guys need to speak about, and they need to own up, is what I'm hearing. There's that regret. Worthy. But they felt unappreciated because they were led by the ego. But also how they didn't appreciate you. Again, it's that self-reflection. I let my pride and get in the way of our connection. I felt like you didn't care. I feel like you don't care now, I feel. So it's like coming in and out of it. They're wanting reciprocity now. Literally. I want to have equal give and take. Why? Because you finally took that candy away from this person. Because you finally put your boundaries and put yourself first. I choose myself. Confirmation. They see it as destiny, that the equal give and take can happen. But yeah, I feel like that's what they're going over now. It's like, oh, there wasn't an equal give and take. I want that now. Destiny will be revealed. They could feel like something is about to happen. I want to tell you the truth. This is good. They're going through their shadow side. You know what? We're going to get their shadow. They got the dark night of the soul. Let's get their shadow quickly. Let's get their shadow. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's get their shadow quickly. All right. This person's shadow. This one's collector's mind shadow. What is being illuminated? Oh, wounded healer, empathy, healing, and purpose. Sign both emotions that came out there. It's activating their healing within. The wound is the place where the lights enter. Again, their introspection. Let's get one more. Riding the storm, that dark night of the soul. Purging, the purifying, the refining. Oh, it's coming from the inner cosmos, but this is about trauma, seeing through the trauma and going deeper. Why is this activating in me? Confirmation, this is beautiful. You just activated a part of them, of their healing that you didn't even know about. I feel like core wounds are being illuminated right now. That abandonment, the fact that maybe they didn't feel heard, or the fact that, you know, they were always needing to control everything. There's a lot of core wounding. This is absolutely beautiful. Shadow-wise, confirmation, control issues, sign. Release, trust, empowerment. There's a reason why they're going through that acceptance and the trust, the love and the trust. Fear of losing power or false security leads to vulnerability. You're going through control issues removal. Sign. Confirmation. Confirmation. Last one. Last one, and then I want to get their true intentions. I don't want to see what they're wanting to confess. Or what they're wanting. Well, we already... No, we won't get that. So they're needing to change their mindset. Their self-realization is being activated. They're walking through that door. They're seeing the door. I'm seeing that opportunity card. So walking through the door to be able to purge and purify their limiting beliefs and changing the mindset. Very nice. They're focusing. I feel like in their shadow, it's helping them focus on their inner balance, wholeness, and duality. But understanding that that you guys are not their happiness, that they are their own happiness, how you guys are reflecting on how you guys are your own happiness. I choose me. Again, very self-empowered energy. So, and I feel like that's what's projecting onto them. That is absolutely beautiful. Keep up with the good work, guys. Alrighty. All right. I want to see the true intentions. Let's get these. No, I'm not going to get these. I want to get these. Those are really long. I want to get these. Let's get this person's true, genuine intentions as of now. True, genuine intentions. True, genuine intentions towards this collective. And then I want to get you guys. All right. True, genuine intentions towards this collective. See, I'm staring at my 69. Having to do with communication, both of them, of course. Again, there it is. And there is that jealousy. All right, the first one, gaslighting you. Again, reflecting on what they did to you. But I've been lying to you and gaslighting you. I've been lying to and gaslighting you. You weren't crazy. You were right. I just wasn't strong enough to admit it. Confirmation. So they feel now gaslighted by you. But it's not that you gaslighted. You put up the boundary. This person clearly does have... I'm seeing that no one has ever said no to them. Coming to my mind. Jealousy issues. Maybe this is something that they're wanting to speak about. I'm very jealous. I can barely stand it. Maybe that's what they're needing. Again, and jealousy does come from insecurities and control issues, I believe. but they're a little bit unclear. Why? Because now they don't know where where you stand with them. But I don't know how I feel about this connection anymore, because before they saw you as that be all and end all. They saw you as that parrot, as that red thread, but you ghosted them. Don't make it fit. This isn't goodbye, so there's still a little bit of hope in this person. I don't want to walk away, but it's what's best for me and us right now. This isn't good. This isn't goodbye. We will be together soon again. And spoiling you. That equal give and take right there. I want to give you the good life and the marriage. I want to spoil you with gifts and trips. Maybe that's something that they want to. But everything you could ever want, ever need or want, you deserve nothing less. They cry when they're not with you. They cry when they think of you. Gaslighting you. They're attached to their ex still. Again, the karmic connection sign. So I'm attached to my ex emotionally or physically or spiritually. I need time and space to break the connection. So still they have certain things they need to iron out. Jealousy. You make me feel like home, and they don't want to share their home. That's why. So the jealousy is having to do with their insecurities, but also it's the fact that, you know, it's that red thread bond. But being with you reminds me of simpler times. You bring me so much happiness and peace. Unclear. Still listening. I'm listening to music you've shared, to the music you've shared with me. It helps me to connect with you, although we are apart. So still, it's like they're unclear, because also it's like they feel like they want to connect with you, but at the same time the ghosting and, you know, and what's going on now, and it's like it's keeping them in an unclear state because they don't have any tangible evidence that this is going to come into fruition anytime soon. This isn't goodbye, but they still believe a little bit. Letting the past go. Can we rewind time and go back? So now they're thinking, you know, that really that reminiscing or that outdated thinking of, oh, it was simpler times before. Oh, this person was my peace. Oh, I don't want this to be goodbye. Why am I remembering this person in this way? Why am I remembering everything we went through? You know. But also, what I'm seeing with this isn't goodbye and letting go of the past. It could be that maybe they're reflecting on certain things they're needing to let go of the past, you know? Not only that you guys aren't the same energies anymore, well, at least not this collective, but also, you know, having to do with their own past, their abandonment issues, their control issues, you know, their lack of knowing how to communicate. Everything that has to do with childhood past is what I'm seeing with that. Spoiling you. My fantasy. There's that passion. You're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you and use them for inspiration. I want you. But they could be a little bit focused on money now. I'm seeing that as a distraction, but also it could be that maybe they're trying to focus on the right things to be able to come in the correct way. Let's get one last one. I'm contacting you soon to say that they're single is what I feel. Alrighty. Alright. Let's change that energy, and I want to see now currently I want to see what's coming for this collective. Let's see. I want to see what the universe is let's get you surrender cards first. For some reason, I'm feeling the need to get surrender cards for this collective. All right, let's get this collective. What is this collective needing to surrender, or what have you been surrendering to? Let's get 3, and then we'll get universal messages with that. Surrender your belief in scarcity. Surrendering the drama and So surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks. So I feel like maybe this collective, even though you put up that boundary, maybe you're afraid that they won't come back. But you know what? I feel like it's being fed from this person. They're in fear right now that you won't come back. Remember that. Remember, you're a psychic medium. I'm saying that for a reason. It came to my mind. You're absorbing them as well. Remember that. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams, surrendering the drama. And I feel like this person, there's a reason why I said it before. Maybe in the past they would speak about your connection, and now they're really, surrendering that need to speak about it, and the drama, creating drama as well. I feel this collective, you guys have been keeping it hush hush. Do not make that fit. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Also, maybe that's how the interaction that you had with this person, maybe they were, kind of like not really believing you, and this collective, instead of, just trying to over explain, you were like, you know what, this and this, and that's it, and not focusing on, the results of that conversation more than to be able to put up that boundary and release. Coming to my mind, stay centered will help resolve the issue more quickly, and surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. I'm saying that more for this person. So you guys, this person is marrying you right now, is what I feel, or they're trying to marry you. Surrender to the wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all life. And you know what? Open to the magic of the moment that you really release this person by putting breathe in that empowerment of you putting yourself first is what I'm hearing. It's a true transcending moment, it's a transition that you need to go through. Feel empowered. I'm staring at my 1010 and my dice. So again, I feel like you guys are really coming into a very big completion of cycles. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. Alrighty. So I kind of want to get these first. Universal message for this collective. Universal message for this collective. What is the universe wanting to grant this collective? More inspiration, more psychic abilities, sign. Removal of avoidant energy. That's what I'm hearing with that. But certain things that may be, certain lessons having to do with avoidance. Oh my God. Did not think that. But air sign, the entrapment of the mind over the communication. But also you could be an air sign, or this person could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like they're trying to get more inspiration within you from yourself. What I said before, surrender to that wonder and awe of the fact that you chose yourself. Certain psychic abilities could be, I'm seeing my unknown gift will confirm. This avoidance, I want to see what this is. And journaling, maybe someone with an expression of love having to do with this union. Let's get one more for avoidant. What is this avoidant? I feel like... So certain things having to do with work. So there could be certain lessons having to do with work or family, or certain interferences that kind of like put you in that avoidance. Maybe you're getting certain lessons with those aspects in your life of maybe what you're avoiding, maybe what you're needing to release with that. Let's get one more. What is that? Kundalini, an awakening over that. I feel like you're finally realizing. Yeah, I feel like the universe is giving you a lot of lessons having to do with third-party interferences that are not helping your avoidant tendencies. You should really try not to avoid it. Could be that anything that emotionally charges you. All right. Universal message for this collective. Literally, what I saw for them, I saw for you. It was for you also. But an opportunity is being provided through your service. Maybe there's certain avoidances with your service that you're needing to. Maybe you're needing to quit your job. It's coming to my mind. Your intuition, through the 5D, your intuition is saying there's certain things that are not helping your avoidance and that you're needing to release, is what I'm hearing with that. You're gaining an opportunity through your service in the world. You are more. Believing in yourself. Also, I put that under that psychic ability. So you've been releasing, and you know what? Releasing and healing out this avoidance even. A major breakthrough having to do with expression of love in that union. But it was a union with yourself. Well, you have 30, 27, and 29, and 16 and 14. Focusing on your inner truth. So this is number 7. So 16th of the 7th, 14th of the 7th, and you guys got 77. But so 16th of the 7th, 14th of the 7th, 30th of the 7th, 27th of the 7th, and 29th of the 7th. July could be a major month for this collective. Keep trying. You're almost there, is what I'm hearing. Number 4, it's in you. Leo energy, the fire sign. Believing in yourself through your service and your power. Again, release, surrender to that wonder and awe that is you, for putting up that boundary, for picking yourself. Just trust. Just trust. Everything in divine timing. See beyond the past. Surrendering sign, that oracle deck. And also the swans are literally twin flamey energy. But see beyond the past. If you could grow, they could grow. You know, don't focus on the negativity. Don't focus on that last point of communication with this person where you saw one side of them. Just remember that is what I'm feeling. All right. Let's put these away. So, okay, let's see. How far ahead does the universe want us to tap into? And we'll get tarot. For this collective, how far ahead do I tap into? If 6 comes out, it's months. And if anything else comes out, it's weeks. 7. I was literally thinking about that as well. And I was seeing July. So is the next 7 weeks July? I need to check that actually. Hold on. Okay, so it's not July, but I heard July as well. So we're going to do the next 7 weeks to set to... I heard July, so let's do the next 7 weeks, because I did say if 6 came out, it would be months, but if not, it would be weeks. So let's do the next 7 weeks, and which that would be May 19th. And maybe in May 19th, I'll do another collective, like a kind of like a check-in with this collective. I have to write that down. We'll do a check-in for this collective and see when for July. We'll see that. We'll see that. All right, let's get these. Right, next 7 weeks for this collective. What is coming for this collective? This collective, next 7 weeks. Next 7 weeks for this collective universal message. Wow. So certain anger could be illuminated. Slow and steady was the race, but also number 3, expansion. So we have an emotional release, movement into balance. Alrighty. Growth, anger, but slow and steady. Alrighty. There's a reason why I said you choose you. So a major emotional release, major removal of a cycle and starting a new cycle is what I'm seeing. 37, you could be 37. You could be, maybe in July you're turning 37. It's coming to my mind. But 37th of the 1st. My God, my brain. And you got 38 as well. So consecutive numbers. Also, it's so funny how I said you could be 37, but that age, the emotional age, is what I'm seeing. Alrighty. You could be going through certain anger issues and that, or maybe you absorb certain anger issues. But I feel like maybe you have an emotion, like explosion of. But I feel with the slow but steady, it's like maybe certain things that angered you in the past, how slowly but steady they were being removed. It's coming to my mind. All right. Next 7 weeks for this collective. Next 7 weeks, universal message for this collective. So the first one, we have the Emperor in reverse. So excessive control, inflexible and disciplined sign. Whatever you lacked control having to do with emotional release, it comes to my mind. But wherever you were rigid, you know, surrendering to that flexibility. I want one more for that. I'm seeing that maybe it's certain issues with parents as well. Kind of makes sense with that anger. But yeah. Having to do with grief, sadness, emotional baggage, or whatever had to do with you resisting change is what I'm seeing. So I feel like it's the change of perspective, you know, understanding whatever you have no control over should not be in your mind, should not be in your emotion either. You should just release it. And I feel like that's that emotional release that you're going to have. You have 6 of coins upright. This is movement into balance, literally. So generosity, balance, confirmation, kindness, acceptance, equal give and take. What they were. So it could be that maybe this person comes back, but being valued, care. Well, it could be. This could be you having to do with growth. That King of Swords, mind over matter, doing it by the book, being truthful towards yourself. Truthful through your wisdom is what I'm hearing. 10 of Wands, laying down your burdens. Whatever makes you angry, I feel. Whatever makes you angry, you just need to, and I feel like that's what you go through, a removal. And slow but steady, Page of Wands. So slow but steady is confirming the Page of Wands, the energetic powerhouse. So a lovable rogues or exciting new plans could be arising. Again, travel card, that vacation. Maybe that's also... maybe it's been a long time since you had a vacation, and vacations did come out for you guys, and it's about traveling and about being creative and about being playful, but literally that's surrendering to the wonder and awe of all life, of the world. But exciting plans is what I'm hearing, and it's what I was hearing with that vacation. I feel like you're excited about this. All right, let's get Emperor. Oh, emotionally imbalanced, fostering codependency. This could be this person that comes in an Emperor in reverse energy, because they're coming in with grief, sadness, mourning, emotional baggage, where you guys are wanting to release that baggage. You're wanting to release that emotion. I feel like you. I want to see what your action will be. This is this collective's action towards this Emperor energy. Yeah, you know it's a storm ahead. There's no progress, which this could be when you return from your travel, but also you're seeing the delays. It's slow healing. It's unstable. You are viewing it as it's unstable. So what are you doing? You're releasing it. That's what I see with that. 6 of coins. Sun energy, yes. So feeling very optimistic, positive, warmth, vitality, success, truth, through whatever this energy having to do with, you know, the giving and receiving. Also, you guys focusing on the energies that give and that you give and you receive the same amount of energy. I kind of want to get another one for that Emperor, just one quick one, because I'm seeing you guys finding your balance. Yes, the Conservative. Okay, so yeah, it was that was you're protective over your energy. You understand that this energy doesn't serve you. It's not something that you are aligned to right now. So what are you doing? You're releasing it. You're very loyal to yourself. Another slow card, but you're being responsible with your emotions. You're being responsible through your speaking as well. Trying to be a little bit more practical, not trying, you know, yes, I have love for this person. Yes, I see them as my destiny or however it is, but we are not aligning now, being practical. It is not the time, King of Coins, Knight of Coins. It is not the time to stress over this, you know, if I'm maybe, and also it's like you start stressing in the mind over it, that air sign. Start stressing in the mind over it, and it starts to put you in that emotional imbalance, and you start maybe wanting to go through certain control issues, that anger. Maybe you start getting angry because, again, this is, again, that cycle of going over that over and over in your head because of the grief, sadness, and mourning. Again, you guys are wanting to release it. You're being practical. You're like, you know what? This having control is not something that we can always do. I'm releasing control. I do not want to be an emotionally imbalanced energy. I do not want to foster codependency. I have been releasing this. I know what is out of my control is out of my mind. Six of Swords, trouble ahead. I am not dealing with that right now. I am focused on being connected with myself. I am focused on being connected with Mother Gaia, or being connected with the universe, or whoever. I am focused on being, just conservative, taking care of myself. Confirmation. But I will say that I feel like, again, because we did say that, they wanted to contact you again. I feel like when they do contact you again, even though maybe they do come with a lot of truths, they're coming with a lot of grief as well. They're coming in a 5 of Cups. That's a lot of emotional baggage. That's also, it's a lot of fear. It's coming in with fear. So if you guys have been trying to release fear, why would you guys are going to probably go to that energy of, why should I let this person in with fear and just put more fear into my life and just keep me in an emotionally imbalance, put me in that mind havoc, that 6 of Swords, and not being able to release it when I am so connected and grounded now. It's practicality right there. And I do feel like because of that, you are working on that energy of being in that giving and receiving, being in that positive energy of you're gonna get and receive when the time is right. Even let's get one more for that. Judgment energy. So you're just whatever you were. I don't know why it got on the other way around when I was seeing this upright. This is about forgiveness and awakening. I feel like this collective, you forgive them. I want one more. But in the right, you know what I mean? Yeah, so someone returns from the past. So whatever was in having to do with indecisiveness and self-doubt and unwilling to learn the karmic lessons, certain nostalgia could be coming. But you're seeing it in a very positive way, is what I'm hearing. You're seeing it in a positive way. You're seeing it as a lesson. You're seeing it as, what do I need to evolve from here? There's a reason why you're in that mind over matter. I control my mind, not the other way around. I am being truthful to myself. All right, let's get King of Swords. Oh my God, so we got it like this. I'm putting it like this, making progress. So by you being truthful about and following your wisdom and being true to yourself with your growth, 1 to 2 weeks, shifting consciousness, gaining strength, of final steps, and an increase. About what? Let's see. What's this increase? It could be that mind. Whatever you were avoiding in conflicts. Compromising, making amends. It's kind of like that 50-50 though. But I'm really I'm seeing that as the making amends and the compromising. Whatever in the past you would avoid conflict with, I feel like you finally taken head on. You don't avoid it anymore. That's that shift. That's that increase. You're removing that avoidance. Lay your burdens down. Whatever you were needing to reassess and make adjustments of by defining your purpose. So by laying down your burdens, by releasing what doesn't serve you, by delegating responsibly, by getting your priorities straight, what are you doing? You're making adjustments. You're setting new goals. You're defining your purpose. 2 of Wands in reverse. I want one more. A lot of Wands energy, a lot of fire energy. So fire is big for this collective. What came out? Oh. See? Pay attention to your body is what I'm hearing with this. This is Empress in reverse. I want one more for that Empress. I wasn't really hearing that Empress in reverse. I was seeing it the other way around. Yeah. So whatever is putting you in dependence, reassess. Whatever is putting you in negligence, reassess is what I'm hearing. Whatever you feel blocked creativity, And also, this is about mental agility, page of swords, thirst for knowledge. So learning new things, whatever I feel like, and this is about communication. This I feel is kind of like, I'm being a little bit guarded, but I'm seeing this as, and that anger is sticking out to me. Don't be guarded with this. Just, communicate in an efficient way. Communicate. Maybe if you do have certain dependence, or if you feel like you're neglected, or certain insecurities are happening, communicate them. Show your vulnerability is what I'm hearing with this. Pay attention to your body when you're in that situation, and you'll know if you are meant to communicate that or not, or if you're meant to guard yourself or not, is what I'm hearing also. But fairness, be fair to yourself, be truthful to yourself. Let's get one last one for this page of circles. Yeah, I feel like there's something about you laying your burdens down and a conflict arising. There's a certain plot twist. This is a 5 of Swords, not by the rules. You play by the rules. I want one more for that. This is kind of, I feel like you're going to be confused in this week. It's a decisive moment. Wheel of Fortune. And I kept saying I see my 69. That's Wheel of Fortune energy for me, apart from 20s. But you are enough. It's something that has to do with your self-worth. It's that anger issue is, that ignition is happening because it's divinely guided. It's for you to change that life cycle. It's the karma energy, whatever your dreams as well. It's an expansion. It's time. It's a certain plot twist, but it's kind of like, it's going to put you in anger because you're going to feel maybe, conflict or hostility. But it's actually, I feel like it's actually activating your mental agility. Are you going to not guard yourself? Are you going to protect yourself, or are you going to give in to that temptation again, is what I'm hearing. Are you going to have mental strength? There's a reason why this collective, at the beginning I said it, maybe you've been thinking, will I repeat the same cycle again? I don't feel like you do. There's a decisive moment that you're having with this wheel for a reason. I feel like you see that, and also it's kind of like that energy of like, I've been finally releasing what I needed to release. I've been finally working on my priorities and not avoiding and doing everything I need to do. Why am I feeling this overwhelmness? Why am I feeling this anger? Why am I feeling insecure? I feel like certain I don't want to say factors. How do you say it? Like, chaser patterns are going to be ignited, but think first. Think first. Pay attention to your body. What is the situation telling me? Is it activating my codependency? Is it activating my anger issues? Is it activating my frustration? Is it activating me wanting, feeling insecure and wanting to chase because I feel like there's something I'm not trusting? That's what I'm feeling with that. This is that big release that has to do with anger as well. That's that big release. That's that change of that cycle. There's a reason why you start with an energetic powerhouse, slow but steady, and it's like that's that final release you needed to be able to start this new exciting part of this journey. Seeing my the Hangman. Ace of Cups, time to reflect on yourself, but also tuning into your intuition, taking care of yourself, self-love. Sign. I choose myself. I will not hold back. I am starting this new chapter and exciting plans. Sign. I'm seeing a cycle of balance where there's a lot of imbalance between the weeks. You have Emperor in reverse and Empress in reverse. So your divine feminine, divine masculine are in, not that they're in balance, but I feel like those are parts that are going to be illuminated so that you change that and finally, going within, because I feel like this collective, you are emotion driven. So whatever emotionally drives you, that's what keeps you moving. I feel like something beautiful is happening. It's preparing you, it's preparing you for your new beginning, for an Ace of Coins. This is beautiful. So an offer, meeting someone new maybe, stability, security, abundance, and potential. Wow, guys. Biggest thing for this collective, don't fall short into what your mind is trying to tell you. Remember to follow your intuition, and even though if you feel like you're disconnected, remember that your body's emotion is the biggest sign that you'll have from the universe to tell you if this is a safe space, or if you need to just not run, but remove yourself. Alrighty, that whole reading resonated. Let's get some confirmation for that full reading. And then if that full reading resonated, I'll get charmings, and because I'm not going to get initials today. And I'll get dice. Confirming that reading. Alright, so we have the first one. The answers you need are coming. Sign, full moon in Gemini. We have be bold and make the first move. But I'm not seeing that. Don't make the first move. Don't make a move. I want one more for be bold and make the first move. A time for healing. A time to give rather than take. Maybe this is having to do with your service. You guys did get service, and it's activating even more psychic abilities within you. What is going on right now with that Wheel of Fortune? I want one more. Time for healing. What do you need to release? Sign. Make that first move and release it. That's what I heard with that. And your hard work is paying off. So that Capricorn, that Earth sign, that Ace of Coins, that Knight of Coins. Alrighty. Woo! Okay, Charmies. Whoa. Oh, get out of your head. This hasn't come out in a while, but it's open. So it means, you just need to push it and get out of it. Remember that you are the one who controls your mind, not the other way around. Strength, Leo energy. Remember, have strength within, but it's in you. Remember. Communication-wise. Oh, throat chakra. But initials that maybe are needed for this reading. So we have T and T R. T N. So we have two T's, one N, and an R. Oh, focus on your beautiful, pure hearts. Smile, kiss, and name. So and maybe we heard that meeting someone new. Maybe you do meet someone new. It's coming to my mind. Someone who is in a divine, in a masculine, in a healthy masculine energy, but focus on yourself. It could be that maybe this new person loves to kiss and really smiles at you. You'll know through their smile if they're genuine or not. It's coming to my mind. But solar plexus energy, citrine, strength as well, in abundance. Leo energy. Divine masculine energy as well. What is it in your divine masculine that you're needing to balance out as well? You know what? Being truthful with your communication is what I'm seeing with that. Believing in your words, believing in your actions. You're upgrading. Don't worry. DNA upgrading. Also, you got my golden bell. The angels are listening, but also communication on the way. I have with this, but also you're never alone. And protection. You're always divinely guided and protected. All right, let's get some dice. Angel numbers, birthdays, important dates, and we did get the 19th of the 5th, so that is important. So 10th of the 6th, we have 66. You could be 6th of the 6th, portal energy. 88. Portal energy as well, but 88 you could be seeing as well, and 8 for me, that karmic justice. Remember, 10-10 sign, 10-10, 10-10. 14th of the 6th, 14th of the 10th, 14th of the 8th, 16th of the 4th, 16th of the 10th, 16th of the 8th. 64 angel number. Your angels, the creators by your side. I love that angel number. 22, 222, you could be seeing a lot. 1010, again, completion on the way. 5432. And with the 11, it could be 1, but 1111 as well. 20th of the 5th, 11th of the 5th, 10th of the 5th, 40. But 543 angel number as well. 10th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 10th, 10th of the 2nd, 2nd of the 10th, 22nd of the 10th, 22nd of the 5th, 22nd of the 11th, and yeah, that's it. 5 transformation. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will be posting this on both my platforms, just because I feel like it's for both my collectives. And I will be doing another reading for all of you tomorrow. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I love you all. And I'm sending you a lot of love and light. Bye.